Ready to go? Hi. Welcome, everyone. We will begin our convocation ceremony in just a few minutes, but before we do, please take a moment to make sure that your cell phones are on silent and that you have a program so that you're able to follow along. Please remain seated as our faculty and staff process into the chapel.
Would you please stand as we pray together? Almighty God, as we consider those long ago founding families who settled in this tiny town with a desire for freedom and a desire to provide education for both their sons and their daughters, we are grateful for your continued blessing upon this school. Thank you for honoring the prayers of those long ago leaders. As we gather today, I thank you for new beginnings and for the blessing of learning. In these chaotic times, we realize that there are many who would wish to have an opportunity to learn. Help us to embrace this precious ability to study and grow together. I'm grateful for each new student, for each new faculty and staff member, and of course, we are grateful for bringing us Dr. Carter and ask that you would give her great wisdom as she heads our school. We're grateful for our returning students, faculty, and staff, and each family, both new and returning, as well as family and friends around the globe with whom we share a common desire for peace and understanding. I'm thankful for our many alumni, and I ask a special blessing on our most recent graduates, the class of 25, as they begin the excitement of college life. We're thrilled for the new opportunities that lie ahead of us here on the campus of Linden Hall. We ask for guidance and protection as we navigate the uncertainties of this current age. I ask for your blessing on our administration, the board members, our faculty, staff, and each student and their family as we begin this new adventure. And as I consider this class of 2026, I'm thankful for each one. Encourage them as they begin this important year in their lives. I ask all of this and pray in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Together, let us sing our alma mater. You may be seated.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us here today. Linden Hall's story began nearly 300 years ago, rooted deeply in the values and vision of the Moravian Church, one of the oldest Protestant denominations in the world. Our founding in 1746 by the Moravians places us not only as one of the oldest continuously operating independent girls' boarding schools in the United States, but also as a testament to progressive thinking in women's education at a time when such opportunities were rare. Throughout the years, more buildings have been added and changed, but the ideals that they've been built on have stayed the same. What we're in now is the Moravian Church. It's part of the town of Lidditz, which itself was built as a Moravian settlement and later became the town and community that we're in today. In 1746, the Moravians broke ground on the Guyman House, which in English means the community house. This building, both a church and a school, was located on these grounds. During this time, the school had both boys and girls enrolled. By 1766, there were around 70 students enrolled, equally in both genders, and it was decided that there were enough students to justify splitting the school across gendered lines. The girls went to the Sisters' House, a building today we call the Castle, and is still in use. You can see the building just to the right of the church. This separation of the genders would have been uncommon due to the Moravian belief that women should minister to women and men should minister to men. At that time, educating girls was rare, and not even all noble families did so. While it became more common to educate girls during the 19th century, mostly during the latter part of it, even then it wasn't the same as what the men were taught. The focus was on household duty and was done to ensure that they would be able to get a good husband in future. There was next to no higher education because the only future path for women at the time was to be a wife and a mother. Many parents believed educating their girls was not as important as educating their boys because of what they'd be doing in their lives. And while upper-class girls were more likely to be able to go to school, the few girls' boarding schools were often scrutinized because of the belief that if the girls weren't adequately supervised, they would rebel against their families. Some families did educate their girls in the same subjects that they taught their boys, but they were then encouraged to hide their intelligence in the fear it would get them less potential suitors. Moravians believed that girls should be educated the same as boys. This not only was unconventional, it was also seen as something incredibly important to the Moravians so that everyone could be an equal contributing member of society. The idea and their belief that women were also equal under the eyes of their God led to women having church leadership, which was almost unheard of at the time. And it granted women much more freedom in society than others had at the time. From the start, the Moravian Church showed its radical ideas for the time that it was in. Not only educating girls, but extending that education to non-Moravian students, even when the town of Lidditz was exclusive to Moravians. In 1794, Linden Hall officially welcomed its first non-Moravian student to the school, a six-year-old Peggy Marvel from Baltimore, and she was the first documented non-Moravian student that we know of. Today, we're a non-denominational school, but our ties to the Moravian Church are what the school's core beliefs are built on. Each week, we have chapel in the Mary Dixon Chapel, which was built to honor one of our past students and has been used ever since. Mary's father, George Dixon, built the chapel to honor his late daughter and wanted it to be a place for the girls to reflect and become a place for the community that his daughter had once been a part of and cherished. Not only is the chapel important to our school's traditions, but it's also a place where tours and events for the community happen, which help share the school's history and values. Our yearly Vesper service stems from Moravian beliefs. It's a service that includes carols, musical performance, and student-led readings. This event is looked fondly back on by the alumni and current students. While the Moravian origins of the school may be less visible now, they're why Linden Hall exists today, and it's important to acknowledge that they're the foundation of our school's traditions and values. Thank you. Next up will be Giselle with a piano performance of A Whole New World.
A little over 279 years ago, in 1746, Linden Hall came to life, and since then has been dedicated to the education and empowerment of young women. This institution works to foster an atmosphere for students to grow beyond the academic world and into active members of society. So much of this rigorous and supportive environment can be attributed to the faculty and staff who work so interconnectedly with students on a daily basis to contribute to their experience. This year, we would like to welcome a new member to our community who not only is a phenomenal educator, but also embodies the spirit of Linden Hall, Dr. Shauna Carter. Dr. Carter has achieved her bachelor's in English Language and Literature from George Washington University, a master's in Educational Leadership and Administration from Rider University, another master's in English Language Arts Teacher Education from Columbia University, and her Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership and Administration from Seton Hall University. Previously the middle school director for the Baldwin School, she is described by her colleagues as a dedicated educator who is flexible, patient, and always willing to help. A leader who is always involved, positive, and prioritizes her students. And most importantly, she is known for doing her absolute best in loving what she does. So with that, we welcome you, Dr. Carter, as the new head of school. And now, Board Chair Mrs. Tisha Hilton-Phillips will begin the formal investiture. Please welcome Mrs. Hilton-Phillips.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. What a joy it is to be together on this very special day here in person, and for those of you who are observing virtually. I am Tasha Hilton-Phillips, Chair of the Linden Hall Board of Trustees, succeeding Heather Wilson, Linden Hall Board Class of 1985, who served superbly as the board chair for many years, and I am so grateful for her service and honored to call her my friend and mentor. I'm also very proud to say that I'm a parent of a 2019 Linden Hall graduate. My daughter, Terry, attended Linden Hall from 5th through 12th grade. Yes, Linden Hall had a 5th grade for 3 years until it returned to a 6th to 12th grade school. I actually first heard about Linden Hall when she was just 3 years old. Even then, I knew there was something extraordinary about this school. I knew this was where she belonged. Now, graduating summa cum laude and Phi Beta Kappa from college, being selected as a Rhodes Scholar, and earning her master's degree from Oxford University, Terry credits her academic success from the great educational foundation that she received right here at Linden Hall. I concur. And even though Terry has been gone from Linden Hall for 6 years, I am still here, giving my time, talent, and treasure because I believe in the school's mission and vision. And I am so grateful for all that the faculty, staff, and administrators poured into Terry during her time here. This is home, this is family. For more than 275 years, Linden Hall has been shaping young women into resilient, confident, compassionate leaders, women who go out into the world ready to make a difference. Years ago, Linden Hall ran an ad for International Women's Day that said, "Some people dream of meeting leaders, we educate them." And today, with Dr. Shauna Carter at the helm, I know the tradition will continue and grow even stronger. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is both my honor and my deep joy to officially welcome Dr. Carter as the 47th head of school. She succeeds Dr. Nan Darts, who was the first woman to be named head of school. Dr. Nan is a Renaissance woman who served admirably for 5 years, and we extend our deepest gratitude to her. Dr. Carter, as the Lancaster newspaper article stated, like Wodarts, Carter represents another first for the school, becoming the first woman of color to lead the school. And we are very proud of our first here at Linden Hall. Now, why Dr. Carter, you may ask? Last summer, 12 of us began the search for Linden Hall's next leader. We worked with a consulting firm, the education group, to envision exactly what qualities we most desired in a head of school, and they assisted us in finding qualified candidates. The process was long, thorough, and thoughtful. The education group screened many candidates and narrowed the pool to a group who aligned most closely with the qualities we believed would meet the needs of this amazing school. We were presented with 9 very qualified candidates. Unfortunately, we couldn't hire 9, just 1. So we went from 9 to 6 and then to 3. Those 3 candidates were then invited to come to campus to meet with the students, the faculty, staff, parents, and alumni. At every stage, one name rose above the rest, Dr. Shauna Carter. Before her visit, we spoke with her references, and the picture that emerged was so clear. They described her as a servant leader who gives of herself both within the school community and beyond. Someone who leads by example, never reactive, always listening deeply and speaking with care. A forward thinker, strong in policy and procedure, yet never authoritarian. An empathetic listener, someone who knows when to step back, listen, and let others feel heard. A leader who inspires love, trust, and respect from students, faculty, parents, and colleagues alike. One reference said it best. Shauna will be the best choice for Linden Hall. Her passion for all girls education and her dedication to empowering young women will lift this school to new heights. After her visit, we gleaned feedback from various constituencies, including from some of our students. And here's what they had to say. She was very vibrant, and her energy is perfect for a headmaster. I loved how she said how important it is to engage and actually see each student as a person with an opinion. She had a very charismatic energy and allowed us to be very honest with our feedback. She was a great listener and communicator. She asked great questions that pertained to her role in our school lives and was genuinely interested in our feedback. So here we are standing in gratitude that Dr. Carter chose us and that we get to walk this next chapter with her. So Dr. Carter, will you please join me? Please be seated. Dr. Carter, as the 47th leader of our beloved Linden Hall, I charge you to carry forward our mission, vision, and treasured traditions. Champion the growth, confidence, and well-being of our students. Support, guide, and empower our faculty and staff as they nurture curiosity, creativity, and lifelong learning. Steward our resources wisely with assistance from the board, stabilizing finances, ensuring fiscal responsibility, and generating new streams of income. This is not only about numbers, but about safeguarding the legacy of Linden Hall and protecting the dreams of our students, past, present, and future. Continue to build connections with our diverse community students, families, our local community, and our amazing and cherished alumni, and lead us with strength, heart, and vision into the future. Do you, Dr. Shauna Carter, accept these charges?
I do.
Yes. And now a few tokens of welcome, each with a bit of symbolism. Okay. This brass key with engravings represents the key to the school and the key to unlocking future possibilities. This specifically designed and personalized, handcrafted, engraved card box made out of hard maple and mahogany, which looks like a book, represents your consistent pursuit of knowledge, and it's also a place to keep notes and cards and memories because the little bookmark opens a drawer. A reminder that leadership is not only You're ready for school now?
I'm ready.
A reminder that leadership is not only about guiding others, but obtaining knowledge, but also cherishing the journey. A Linden Hall medal emblazoned with the Linden Hall seal as a symbol of your service to Linden Hall as its 47th head of school. And last but not least, a little red box with a hammer containing an adult beverage, or 2 or 3, which says, break in the case of an emergency, because even leaders need moments of humor and laughter and a reminder to take care of themselves. So with these gifts, I welcome you and officially install you as Linden Hall's 47th head of school. Shauna, thank you for bringing your gifts, your spirit, and your leadership to this community. Friends, please join me in celebrating and congratulating Dr. Shauna Carter.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. And now I turn the podium over to our 47th head of school, Dr. Shauna Carter.
Thank you. Can we give a round of applause for Taja Hilton Phillips, the best board chair around, please? I truly feel she's my biggest cheerleader and fortunate to have you by my side, so thank you, Taja. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Thank you for truly being here today for this sacred moment of Investiture. I know some of you had to look that up. That's okay. For the joyful beginning of our 2025-2026 school year at Linden Hall School for Girls. To each of our guests joining the Linden Hall students, faculty, and staff today, I know you could be just about anywhere at Martha's Vineyard on a Friday afternoon in August, but you chose to spend it with us, and for that, I am grateful. So let me begin. It's the deepest honor to stand before you as Linden Hall's 47th head of school, and I must take a moment to take it all in. So I'm gonna step down before I faint. So wow, this is pretty awesome, just wanna say. To serve this extraordinary community, so rich in tradition, purpose, and promise. It's not just a professional calling, it's personal, and it's because it's meant to be. When I first imagined what this moment might feel like, I'm going to be honest, I didn't picture Lidditz, Pennsylvania. But a few weeks ago, I realized that this town and this school are exactly where I'm supposed to be. So let me explain. During the Lidditz Craft Show, 40,000 people filled the streets around our beautiful campus. Now imagine just a little less than the Eagles' Super Bowl parade. Okay. Some advised me to get out of town to avoid the crowds, but I couldn't pass the moment to be here and support our amazing parent association who annually use this event to raise funds to support our students, faculty, and staff. So there I was at 6 a.m., guiding cars to the parking spaces with our faculty and staff, chatting with returning and new families, welcoming visitors, and yes, even selling a few bottles of water. It was a little hot. As the sun rose over our campus, I felt the energy of the town become alive with excitement. I watched strangers marvel at the beauty of Linden Hall and also let us know about what improvements we should make. But it wasn't until that evening, back at my house, that it truly hit me. I was taking out the trash, and an older woman approached me in the parking lot. She looked tired, disoriented, and in pain. She had lost her way back to this church parking lot and couldn't walk much further. She shared that she was diabetic and needed directions back to her car in the church parking lot. As I tried to remember myself how to get to the church parking lot from my house, I only moved in about 2 weeks earlier. I told her to sit down, and I went to get my keys. As we rode through the quiet streets of Lidditz, she thanked me repeatedly and said, "You're an angel, sent by God to help me. Linden Hall's head of school was sent to help me." Now, I don't know about angel, and some of you in this room absolutely can confirm that I am not. Pipe down, we don't need any raised hands, okay? But I do know I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. I believe in divine timing. I believe people show up in our lives when we need them most. And I believe that everyone in this room was sent into my life for a reason. Don't worry, I have tissues in my pocket this time. So I want to pause and offer sincere gratitude for the people who helped me here today and the people who walk the journey with me. This is going to be interactive. To my family, please stand. All my family, all my family. My parents, who immigrated from Georgetown, Guyana, and St. Paul's, North Carolina, met in Brooklyn, New York, and moved to Piscataway, New Jersey, to give my sister and me the kind of education they never had themselves. They showed me that education is not a pathway, but a promise to a better life. My entire family taught me at a very young age what matters most is determination, compassion, and character. Thank you for being my first and forever teachers. Love you. Now on this side, you know who you are. Tara and the Picone family, please stand. To my lifelong friends from Piscataway, New Jersey, you taught me to laugh hard, dream big, and love fearlessly. Like our Linden Hall girls, we grew up with friends whose families came from all over the United States and the world. South Korea, Sri Lanka, Peru, Pakistan, Jamaica, India, and the Philippines. My friends taught me the power of diversity, empathy, and shared humanity. Thank you. I love you. Okay, now, these ladies. To my sorority sisters, the women of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, please stand. All of you. To my Lynx sisters of the Lynx Incorporated, please stand. To my sisters in the Junior League, please stand. These women are my extended sisters, my mentors, my guides, and some of my best friends. They encouraged me and equipped me with the skills to navigate this world. It is our sisterhood, like Linden Hall, that is long-lasting. I love you. Thank you for being here. To the heads of schools in the room, please stand. Current heads and retirees, please stand. To the school leaders and colleagues from West Windsor Plainsboro Regional School District, please stand. To the school leaders and colleagues from the Baldwin School in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, please stand. To the school leaders in the Pennsylvania Association of Independent Schools, the National Association of Independent Schools, the Advancement of Independent Schools, and the International Coalition of Girls' Schools, please stand. You saw something in me, even when I could not see it myself. Thank you for teaching me the power of transformative leadership, the kind that advocates for students and families, empowers faculty and staff, and builds communities grounded in truth and centered on children. Thank you for being here. I love you. Thank you. To my friends, mentors, colleagues, and loved ones who could not be here and are watching online, you've walked with me, lifted me up when I was down, and shaped me. You are always by my side. Not today, that's okay. But I know you're just a phone call, text, or email away. Thank you, and I love you as well. We can clap for them. Okay. All right, faculty and staff of Linden Hall, the incredible faculty and staff of Linden Hall, please stand. You are the heartbeat of this school. Your brilliance, care, creativity, and commitment embody our mission every day. Whether in the classroom, in the dorms, in the office, in the dining hall, on the courts, in the riding ring, and yes, we have 19 horses. You make magic happen. Thank you for doing this heart work with me. I love you already. Thank you. You can be seated. To our Linden Hall parents, please stand. Current parents, former parents, please stand. To any alumni, please stand. Alumni, please stand as well. Trustees, please stand. Board of Trustees, please stand. And any community members of Lidditz, please stand. Oh. Your trust and partnership mean everything, and you are the foundation to our success as a school. I thank you for sharing your time, talents, and precious gifts with us. You understand that our current students deserve the best at Linden Hall, and the future of Linden Hall should get nothing less than the best. Thank you for your continued support. I love you as well. Thank you. Now, I really want this group, a real loud round of applause for this group. To our students, please stand. Stand, 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 stand. Yes, you, whether you're just starting Linden Hall's journey or you've been here for years, you are the reason I am here. You are bold, brilliant, brave. You are artists, scholars, athletes, advocates, dreamers, and doers. You will be transformed by the work and fun we will have this year. You are the legacy of Linden Hall, and trust me, you will be prepared for what lies beyond. Ask any of our alums. You may be seated. I love you guys already. Thank you. So here I am, standing with you all, leading with my whole heart, and grateful, so very grateful for every step of this journey. I stand on the shoulders of those who came before me, and I will continue to make a way for more to come after me. That's what we teach at all girls' schools, and that's what I hope you learn at Linden Hall. And I thank God, not just for the blessings, but for the lessons. Not just for the milestones, but for the setbacks that became setups for something greater. And yes, I am the first Black woman head of school in Linden Hall's 279-year history. That matters. It matters deeply. But let me be clear, that is not where our story ends. This year, we're not just aiming for a good year. We're going to be extraordinary. We're going to try new things. We're going to lift each other up. We're going to support each other. We're going to work hard, and we're going to laugh harder. And you know I have a loud laugh. And yes, we will make mistakes. I'm including myself in this publicly. We will have tough days. That's part of learning too. But I promise you this, we're not doing this work alone. Family, friends, colleagues, students, we're writing a new chapter. One filled with courage, joy, and a renewed sense of purpose. Yes, we were founded in 1746, but the faculty and staff and students know I like to use the word established. Founded is the initial act of bringing into existence. Established suggests a longer period of stability and recognition. We're not here to simply maintain what was built by Moravians 279 years ago. We are fueled by our history and our mission. We are here to imagine boldly, lead bravely, and move Linden Hall forward together. You will recognize Linden Hall as something great. Our future is bright. Our time is now, and I'm ready because of you. Thank you. Next in our program, we will have Tu Ann Lee and Demi Sue performing Married Life from Up. Before they begin, flag bearers, please move to your assigned positions. Please join me in welcoming Tu Ann and Demi.
One of the most cherished traditions of Convocation is our flag ceremony, a meaningful celebration of the rich diversity and global perspectives that define our school community. Students, each of you bring a unique story to our campus. Whether it's a narrative that spans continents, a family tradition passed down through generations, or a perspective shaped right here in our local community. It is this diversity that enriches our learning environment, deepens our friendships, and brings the wider world a little closer to us all. At Linden Hall, we do more than simply learn about different cultures. We learn from one another. Our students take great pride in honoring their heritage, sharing their traditions, and embracing new ideas with open minds. Every dialogue, every shared celebration, and every viewpoint strengthen the bond of our community. Today's flag ceremony celebrates this spirit. Each flag that you will see represents far more than a country or territory. It represents a home, a history, and an important part of someone's identity. These stories are the foundation of which makes Linden Hall such a vibrant and welcoming place. As each student steps forward to carry their flag, I invite you to celebrate not only where they come from, but the unique contributions they make to the community's life and energy. Now let's prepare to honor these remarkable individuals. As students process with their flags, please feel free to clap and cheer. At this time, I am delighted to invite our Student Council Secretary and Treasurer to the stage to introduce the countries and territories represented in this year's flag ceremony. Please join me in giving Rory and Giselle and every flag bearer a warm round of applause.
Australia. Barbados. Bhutan. Cayman Island. The People's Republic of China. France. Germany. Ghana. Haiti. India. Ireland. Italy. Jamaica. Azad, Jammu and Kashmir. Japan.
Kyrgyzstan. Mexico. Nepal. Nigeria. Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Peru. Russia. Senegal. Slovakia. The Republic of Korea. Republic of Uganda. Vietnam. And of course, the United States of America.
I would like to thank everyone for joining us on our journey around the globe. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, all of our presented flags will be taken to Honeycutt, where they will remain on display for the remainder of the school year. They are a daily reminder of the diversity found at Linden Hall. Next, I would like to welcome our senior class mentors. These dedicated educators have shown an exceptional commitment to guiding and supporting our seniors over the last couple of years. Their leadership, compassion, and experience make them invaluable members of our community. It is my pleasure to introduce the senior class mentors. Mr. Honderas will begin, followed by Mrs. Hefner and Mrs. Moliere.
Class of 2026. Wow. You know, not gonna lie, I've been dreading this day for the last 6 years, but I told myself, don't be dramatic. You'll have plenty of time to come to peace with them growing up and becoming seniors. Trust me, I did not have enough time. No matter how often I envisioned standing here, seeing your proud, beaming senior faces, nothing has prepared me for this moment. Because life is so transcendent. It's so beyond any capacity to control or to micromanage, so beyond our understanding. And we are fish. At this point, you're asking yourself, Mr. H, did you misspeak or are you having a very public mental breakdown? I don't think so, but let me explain. I know you have 9 months left at Linden Hall, but lately I find myself thinking about commencement, as I'm sure you've been doing too. And my mind keeps going back to David Foster Wallace's masterful commencement speech, "This is water." Wallace opens with a parable in which a couple of fish are asked, "How's the water?" And they respond, "What's water?" You see, we all know that fish need water. It's where they live. It's how they breathe. It's their everything. And yet they don't even know what it is. They don't notice it. And we, of course, are fish. We're surrounded by life, and yet, do we truly know what it is? Do we take time to notice it? All of this is to say, there is an important caveat that comes with my words of wisdom today. I am just as ignorant as any other human being when it comes to the real capital T truths of our existence. My advice isn't some infinite wisdom. It's just my opinion based on my experiences. That's all advice really is. But consider this from another angle. That means that you have as much a right as I do to teach, to share advice and wisdom. There are things you know better than anyone else in your life. So take time to understand and appreciate what you have to offer and offer it. You're here to use your voice, not to hide it. You might only have 1 year left at Linden Hall, but imagine how many people here are waiting to learn from you. Imagine how much you can shape this place if you make the conscious choice every day to give generously of yourself. Make that happen. Use your voice so strongly and so boldly this year that we still hear it ringing through these halls long after you're gone. My reference to David Foster Wallace is intentional because his philosophy underpins what I'm saying to you today. Wallace says that we may live in a world of murky unknowns, but that isn't an excuse to forget the capital T truth matters. We might be ignorant to it, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Deep down, each of us has that voice that speaks within us, and it points us in the direction that we know to be right. Call it whatever you want to call it. Conscience, the universe, God. I'm sure that you, like me, have plenty of moments where you fall short of following that voice. But how do you feel in those moments? Is that the person you want to be? We live in a world that doesn't agree on much, but can't we all agree that it's good to be kind, that it's good to show love, that it's good to be a helper? This is your one senior year. Make it a year that you're proud of. Be the senior that you always wanted to be. There's one other thing that Wallace has taught me. It's very easy to take your blessings for granted. When I first showed up to the University of Richmond, I experienced 2 of the worst years of my life. And yet, my junior and senior years, 2 of the best years of my life. So what changed? The answer is nothing, except for my attitude. My view of the world was a choice. I was making a choice to whine about my situation, to find all the little inconveniences and to focus on the bad. Always overlooking the fact that campus was beautiful, I loved my professors, the food at the dining hall was problematically good, and the biggest hardship of my life was a stressful night of homework. I made a different choice in my junior and senior years, to take evening walks and admire the sunset, to make new friends, to meet with professors outside of class just to talk about life. I focused on the good, on the beautiful. And you know what happened? Life felt good. Life felt beautiful. You can spend all your time thinking that high school is the worst thing in the world, but when it comes down to it, we all know you're going to end this year crying your eyes out at graduation. We all know that I will. I'm still not living down my ugly crying from last year. So don't spend this year making the choice to be negative or to wish time away. Spend this year making the choice to focus on the good, to focus on the beautiful. Work to become the fish who says, I don't know what water is, but I love it. Friends, I could never have been ready for this, and I will certainly not be ready for May. But one thing is for sure, I am so grateful to have one last hurrah with all of you. So let's make the most of it. Jump right in, the water's fine.
Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished guests, respected faculty and staff, proud families, students, and most importantly, our remarkable senior class. Congratulations. Today is not just a celebration of academic milestones. It's a recognition of every early morning you showed up when it was easier to stay in bed. Every test you tackled when you were unsure of the answers. And every time you chose growth over comfort. You're not just students, you are survivors of pressure, uncertainty, and self-doubt, and that's worth celebrating. Class of 2026, you are a special cohort. We've all witnessed it throughout your time here. To the original 5 members of the class of 2026, I remember your first day of school. You see, it was also my first day here at Linden Hall. We all entered my classroom timidly, not as a group, but as strangers navigating a new environment. As the rest of you joined this class, you developed bonds and added your strength and talents to this amazing group. I could stand here and pretend that I have something unique and life-changing to share, but the truth is, you all have taught me so much and continue to do so. Instead, I would like to spend a few moments reminding you of truths that you already know. Let's talk about resilience. Your class began your middle school years facing a pandemic, and switching to virtual learning. And let's be honest, you handled this far better than most of the adults around you. We can talk about screen sharing. We could mention muting microphones, and my personal favorite, for those who were here then, the time my cat stuck her paw up in the air and started to bathe herself while I was playing during chapel. That happened. Life, as you already know, doesn't always play fair. Sometimes you'll study your heart out, but you'll fall short. You'll give your best, and it will feel like it wasn't enough. But resilience it's not about pretending everything is okay. It's about knowing things can be difficult and showing up anyway. As Maya Angelou once said, I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. It's about bouncing back again and again, tired maybe, but never completely broken. Plan shift, life throws you curveballs, but your resilience, your ability to adapt and grow brought you here. You are stronger than you think. And let's not forget about persistence. Many people think talent guarantees success, but more often it's persistence, that unglamorous, quiet, stubborn refusal to give up. That wins the race. Remember, it's not about how fast you go, it's about never stopping. The future belongs to those who keep showing up, even when the outcome is uncertain. You won't always see results right away, and some days showing up is the win. Each of you have met failure, whether in the classroom, on the athletic field, on the stage, or in your personal connections. You could have shied away from the hard and hung your head in embarrassment, but that is not this class. You got up and you tried again, had the difficult conversations, set with the unease of not knowing. You kept pressing on towards your goals. You've already proven you have what it takes. Keep going, keep dreaming, keep singing. That's persistence. But don't walk this journey alone. Cultivate a sense of community. Look around you. Take a second. Look around. The people sitting beside you, the teachers who guided you, the friends and family who stuck by you, these connections matter. No achievement is truly individual. We rise higher when we lift one another. Lady Gaga adds her own wisdom. You have to be unique and different and shine in your own way. Community isn't about blending in. It's about celebrating one another's light and creating space for everyone to shine. Support your peers. Cheer for their wins as you chase your own. In a world that often rewards competition, choose collaboration. And to every young woman in this room, your voice matters. We see you. Your dreams are valid. We believe in you. You are leaders, thinkers, innovators, change makers. Don't wait for permission to lead, to speak, to take up space. Lead fiercely. Speak boldly. Never apologize for the space you occupy. This is not just for yourself, but for everyone who will follow in your example. We need more people at the table, in the lab, behind the camera, in boardrooms, on ballots that look like you. You belong in every single one of these spaces. Never underestimate the impact of your voice. But don't forget, we get there together. As adults, we often speak of you as the future of leadership. This simply is just not the case. You are leaders right now. Never shrink yourself. Never doubt your worth. As you begin your final year here at Linden Hall, please carry this with you. Be resilient. Bend. Don't break. Stay persistent. The finish line is often just beyond the doubt. Build community. Lift each other as you rise. Embrace empowerment. Never, ever dim your light to make others comfortable. Congratulations, class of 2026. The world needs your voice. The world needs your courage. And we need you.
Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome back, students. Seniors, this is the last time you'll hear the words welcome back as students at Linden Hall. It's not fair you guys played the song from Up, okay? That already made me cry. So take a second to breathe, and I need to do this too, and just be present for these final beginning moments of the school year. I've only been in the role as your class mentor for a year, but I've known your class since you were little ones in 7th grade. My, oh my, how far you've all come. So I thought long and hard about what words of wisdom or advice I would give to the class of 2026, and admittedly, it was really difficult to come up with anything. Maybe that's because it's hard to come up with advice that doesn't sound cliche or redundant, or because when I agreed to be your class mentor last year, I didn't think about this convocation being an extra special event with lots of esteemed guests for Dr. Carter, so the pressure's on. But when I really thought about it, it's because all of the things I would want to tell you guys, I think you already know, I think you already embody. Everyone knows the class of 2026 is one of academic prowess, passionate leadership, and creative genius. You are artists, mathematicians, scientists, actors. The list goes on. You throw the best events. You care about each other, and you want to make the world a better place. Those are the things people see. But I don't want to talk about your strengths today, because while I've loved being your class mentor over the last year, the role I've cherished playing the most in your lives over the past 5 years is as your school counselor. And that's because I get to see a different side of you than most people do. So while it's getting to know each of you a little better in a 10-minute meeting or having consistent and vulnerable conversations over the years, I have the honor, and it is an honor, of getting a glimpse of your struggles, your obstacles, your hardships, and your burdens. Whether when everyone sees you performing on stage or during a sports event, I see the uncertainty, the self-criticism, the tears, and the hard choices that you had to overcome to shine in that moment. When you give a speech in assembly, I hear the painful life obstacles you've endured to write such a meaningful and moving speech. When the school community recognizes how bright, high-achieving, and impressive this class is, I recognize that sometimes you need a place to be weak and admit it's so hard to keep up. I see you, class of 2026, and I know all the things we praise you for were accomplished not without growing pains, frustrations, doubt, hurt, and lots of courage. So while I don't have a list of life-changing advice to give you, because you all probably teach me more than I could teach you, I do have an illustration I want to leave you with. In the 1990s, there was an experiment conducted called Biosphere 2. Scientists endeavored to create an enclosed, self-sustaining ecosystem that would fully support life. They created what they thought was the perfect environment. It had just the right elements in the air. The temperature was ideal. The soil had the essential mix of nutrients it needed. In this biosphere, the researchers planted trees. And while the trees were able to grow quickly and fully, they would fall over once they reached maturity. So these trees are just collapsing and falling down, and the researchers couldn't figure out which of their precise elements went wrong. Well, they discovered that because their enclosed system did not have storms or strong wind, the trees could grow, but they weren't strong enough to sustain themselves. You see, when trees endure storms and wind, the fibers break as it moves and shakes. These tears allow the trees to grow back stronger and become the tall-standing and impressive organisms they are. Class of 2026, you have been through storms. And amidst those harsh winds, you probably felt like you were breaking. I've seen you in those moments. But I want you to remember, those storms are the secret element that makes your class so strong, so accomplished, so capable, so bold, and so brave. Seniors, don't be afraid of the storm. It is the thing that makes you, you, and that's exactly who you're supposed to be. Our final address of the afternoon will be given by our Student Council President, Ms. Farah Manala. Let's welcome Farah.
Books, ice cream, and board games pretty much sum up the way I spend my summers. But heading into this year, my senior year, and my last year at Linden Hall, I found myself spending more time considering what this school means to me. I've attended Linden Hall for 6 years, which I would say is a long time, and long enough to realize how easy it is to measure school as test scores, grades, and activities. But when looking back, it's the smaller and often unnoticed moments that have most made an impact on me. School isn't just about attendance. It's about truly showing up for yourself, for others, and with others. It means choosing activities that make you better and more excited rather than just staying busy. It means participating in clubs because you want to, not because you feel like you have to. It means making friends who turn an ordinary day into a memorable one. And through it all, whether it's a conversation with a friend, a moment with a teacher, or a sports team huddle, the basis of it all, basis of everything, is you showing up. Last year during Convocation, I spoke a lot about meeting new people, trying new things, and pushing ourselves. But if the past year has taught me anything, it's that it's also important to show up for yourself. We're told to push our limits and be our best selves, but being your best means taking time for yourself. We as a society tend to praise that academic grind, but not the times we choose to take a break, even though it's those times that also deserve the confetti. It's true. We are here to build a resume, we are here to learn, and we are here to challenge our potential. But we're also here to live and to grow. So don't be afraid to reset and celebrate small wins. If it feels like too much, start over. Middle and high school are not the see-all, end-all. You are a work in progress, and that is exactly where you should be. As someone once told me in 5th grade, we are always becoming. And while I didn't understand the quote then, I understand now that growth isn't straightforward. You may change your mind about the future, about classes and activities, and that's growth, not failure. So whether you're a new student, a stressed freshman, or a tired senior, remember that this school is here for you. Ask your teachers for help, rely on your friends, and let yourself reset. In the craziness of the year, don't forget to show up for yourself. Showing up for yourself doesn't just mean recognizing when it's time to take a break or reset. It's remembering to be yourself. It sounds simple, and we hear it in hundreds of inspirational quotes, but the truth is, it's hard to do. So start from here. Pick things you love because they excite you, not because they look good on an application. Share your thoughts on a book in class, even if you don't think it's analytic enough. Tell those cheesy dad jokes, even if you have to cringe in the process. Choose the academic and extracurricular path that excites you, because your life this year, it should be a bucket list, not a LinkedIn page. As a senior currently in the college application process who has watched hundreds of college application videos, trust me when I say there are so many people with high grades, club presidencies, and sports medals. There is no one who is you. So show up for yourself and make this a year that wows the college admissions office of you. Heading into this new year, the most important piece of advice I as a senior could offer you is one that hurts to say I learned the hard way. Time isn't going to stop for you. You cannot control time, but you can decide how you choose to use it. It's an even bigger understatement to say how fast my past 6 years have gone and how easy it is to rush to make it to the next grade. But this year, students, I have a challenge for you. Instead of rushing ahead to the next grade and the ones after that, show up with others and make memories that you'll remember. Ones that feel like scraping glue off a desk from a squishy toy in English class. Ones that look like dancing to Turn Down for What in front of your school-wide assembly. And ones that sound like singing Dancing Queen with your friends at homecoming. Let yourself enjoy this year, because when you're sitting in this very church on your graduation day in 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, or even 10 months from now, it won't just be the A you got on a quiz in chemistry that you'll remember, but a rush of memories that will fill your head. So whether you're just arriving, halfway through, or starting your final year at Linden Hall, remember, you get to choose how you show up. This year, it's gonna go fast, but how you decide to show up, that's what matters.
I invite you to now receive a blessing. May the God who knows your very name go with you from this place with strength and endurance for the journey. May you meet every challenge with open hands and an open heart. See every trial as a chance to rise, to lead with courage, to learn with humility, and to lift one another with kindness. May you embrace joy often, in the laughter of friends, in the wonder of discovery, and in the quiet pride of knowing you have offered your very best. So go now, in grace and in confidence, as scholars, as seekers, as change makers, ever learning, ever growing, ever becoming. Amen.
Will you please stand as we pray the school prayer together, followed immediately by the choral benediction. The words are in your folder. Join me in saying the school prayer together. Take into thy hands, O God, this school and each member of it. Make it a place after thine own heart. Help us to cast out all that is false or unclean. Give us a true desire to serve one another that shall grow in the days to come into a wider desire to serve one another the world over. Make us lovers of our homes, loyal to our countries, and faithful to our places of worship. Grant that all of us, young and old, may strive onwards towards the perfect unity that lies in front of us, that through us thy kingdom may be built on earth. Amen.
Let us go in peace, let us go forth in love, let us go in peace, let us go forth in love. Give us understanding and courage for this day. Oh God, go with us through this day.
Please remain standing and wait for directions regarding how we will dismiss for our Lotus Walk ceremony.
Class mentors, please meet your classes on Lavery Lane. Faculty and staff, upon dismissal, please report to your designated areas around the fountain. Seniors, please report to your locations for your senior song. Students in grade 6 through 11, I will be dismissing you by rows. Please exit to Lavery Lane. Once there, find your class mentor and line up for the Lotus Walk. In closing, We have some families that are watching us on live stream, and we would like to thank you for joining us for our opening ceremony. Once we leave the chapel, we will be unable to continue the live stream, but if you would like to see highlights from the Lotus Walk, please check out our Instagram story at Linden Hall Girls later today. We look forward to seeing you on campus very soon. At this time, faculty and staff, you are dismissed.